It's more combat mission Black Sea for the blue team. We have another fine turn. Not describing things that actually happen in the turn. I hope you can hear that Apache sound, because the Apache just started doing 30mm cannon runs on this tree line, and it sounds amazing. I briefly spot a guy over here. You might ice him. I don't know. The contact disappears real quickly, so he might be dead. You can't see from this angle. I have this just massive concentration of guys up here. There's a little bit of fighting in this forest. I believe you take another casualty in here. The flashing is kind of obscured by all the other unit floating icons. You see a Russian BTR start making a run across this field here. I did some... How's that? The Apache kind of might be hard to see in the rain, but it makes another gun run here. So yeah, let's go take a look at fucking awesome the Apache sounds. So basically everything that happens around here happens in the first few seconds or so. There's an explosion here. Kind of has to be Russian artillery, but oh listen. Oh yeah, there it goes. And you take a casualty here at the same time.
We got air. Get down.
So specifically, it's something. Yeah, it's right here. So yeah, you don't see what you hit, but presumably it's shooting at something. And at the same time over here, what happens to these four fuckers? They continue to engage the team to their front, and everybody dies except for this gunner, I believe. Yeah. So this squad is just down to one guy now. And this machine gun team, like, I know, apparently they can't see anything. I don't know, maybe they're staring at trees, but that's what's going on here. The other thing that happens is that right at the end, I believe, yeah, right at the very end, the Apache makes another cannon run. Suspiciously close to your positions, but I think I found the culprit, because you don't have any contacts here, and it just happens to be on top of this dead scout team. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's not any Russians here. I mean, I don't think, because like these bodies are here and you probably would have had a contact. So the Apache apparently can mistake dead Ukrainians for live Russians, I think. So pretty much the other two things that happen here of any note is that this squad finally dies completely, and what actually kills it. So this guy's been cowering for a while, completely pinned. Finally the Russians come in and do the job. Yeah, so he's dead. That contact disappears entirely. Rip. These guys are just kind of sorting themselves out into something more like a line, kind of. I'm doing that. Over here, the Bradleys move into line abreast. The infantry kind of spreads out to go sweep through these woods. And as the Bradleys are spreading out, they see this dude. And yeah, no, fucking rip that guy. These cannons also sound really cool. So yeah, this infantry platoon is here, looking all cool, and the Bradleys are spread out ready to support. The only other thing that happens this minute is that you have this BTR just starts dashing across the road. Who sees him? Let me see this guy who can shoot at him. Nah, he's just spotted by a machine gun. So this guy runs across the road here to places unknown. I'm between turns right now for the Americans, and I just want to highlight how many fucking people you can see from this angle. Because you got 5 tanks slated to come down here, 3 are here, you got the BTRs, and just like zooming in on this valley, like look at all this shit. So that's a full company. You can even see the fighting off in the distance, but I am so goddamn excited to see what happens when anything comes of like, this particular part of the map. While I'm at it, since we're between turns, I can't remember if I showed you this or not, maybe I did, but you have the UAV, the little handheld drone covering this area, this little guy. So you can call artillery in here anywhere, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, you can use the drone for airstrikes too. So all of this is fair game for either the F-15 or any of the artillery that you have. So one more thing while I'm between turns here, for the Americans, is that both Apaches have been called in. You've only actually been seeing shit get shot over here, and I think that's because this Apache has been called in by A Company headquarters, and it's been in this area, and it's been here forever, but I don't think it's used anything. Like, has 800 cannon rounds and 22 rockets. In comparison, the other Apache is down to just its cannon rounds. So they've used all their Hellfires, which is good. I mean, that's their most probably efficient weapon. But over here, there's been, like, the Apache hasn't done anything at all, and I'm just going to chalk that up to this game's air engine, because who knows. Second minute of this turn. It's the 43rd minute, I believe, of the game. So, that's fun. Just this wall of diagonal contacts. Oh hey, you run into somebody in the woods here, that's fun. You got this gigantic concentrated American company. So you're now in a woods fight here, I guess. I haven't zoomed in on that yet, so we'll see what happens down there once I do. Everything's pretty static over here. It's really sparse, like you've definitely done a good job moving the bulk of your units to where they kind of need to be in the west. And you've got this big force at the crossroads. You've got these guys moving down here. You can see the JTAC team moving in. You make another gun run. It's really hard to see in the rain, but you make a gun run down here on that tree line again. It's kind of cool. You can see the Apaches actually orbiting because the direction the shots come in changes every time it shoots. So that's a neat little thing. And other than that, I don't think a ton happens. We're at the end of the turn, so that'll do it. Let's go take a look at some of the action. So down here, this guy takes a light wound, I believe, at some point. He's just facing. He's not even doing anything, really. Actually, he might take a bullet. Yeah, this guy's getting shot at close range. That sounds like an explosion, but he takes a light wound. I think he makes it through the turn, I'm pretty sure, though. Yeah, no, this guy lives through the turn, but he's light wounded. The last remnant of his squad. Lots and lots of friendly infantry in the vicinity. Like I said, like, shit, actually, I didn't even realize. So this is the other 3rd platoon guys that Bakaruda is moving around. So, yeah, so you got a full extra platoon coming up through here. They're rearing and ready to go. So yeah, this whole wood is just fucking chock full of Ukrainian troops. So this is what's happening over here. Not much has changed. The Merry Marauders dudes are still here. He's got 2 squads here. And these guys. So he's taking a bit of casualties, but like I said, you have lots of extra infantry here. And the tanks are piling in. Alright, so over here, I think we're going to start to see American infantry come into their own. Not that we really needed to see that. They already wasted a bunch of guys way back here at the beginning. But running through the woods, I'm moving these guys around. I'm moving these guys to regroup. You spot some Russians close range. Specifically, this scout team does. They're coming back to regroup. But they just... Fucking, man. Like, they have move orders, and they don't stop their move orders. But look at this guy. Like, look at this guy just waste the motherfuckers. Like, they're still moving, still doing their move order. But, like, he's just like, yep, fucking A. Just shoot them. Like, goddamn. So that's your scout team, wasting 2 Russians. Still contact there, though. And you have strong contacts behind you. Like, strong as in, like, there's 100% fucking dudes here. So you're actually in the middle of a bunch of Russians here, it looks like. This is the other scout team that's also moving back. This is the 2nd platoon scout team. This is the 3rd platoon scout team. I might have misspoke earlier. But they're moving to regroup. And yeah, no, so that's 2 Russians down into here. And who knows how many other Russians just generally all around. Over here, I don't think a ton happens. Side note, I hijacked the 2 BDRMs from the recon platoon because they're not getting used anymore to whisk away the American machine guns back to their original units. So these guys are going to figure out their pathfinding. Look, it's so good. And they're going to go back to, I think these are the 2nd platoon machine guns. They're kind of a long way away from 2nd platoon, but they're moving there. So they'll at least be together. The fire continues here. But I don't think anything changes in these woods other than the The XO team is now in position, or rather the HQ support team, which is just a whole bunch of guys with AK-74s and no other equipment. And the actual HQ is following up, and you also have the cannon-equipped BTRs here. The American infantry reaches their positions, nothing else has happened in here. The Bradleys are line abreast. I'm not sure specifically how you want me to move these, so just next turn figure out how you want to sweep these guys through. And I'm just constantly breathless, apparently, but I think these guys are getting shot at, like, very, very mildly. Note how the suppression meter, all these guys, they ain't got no suppression. But these guys have, like, one tiny little bar. You did shoot an ATGM from, like, right next to them a while ago, so something could be shooting the position. It's kind of hard to tell. You can hear bullets, but evidently it's, like, not strong enough to even be generating contacts. So, like, I don't know, these guys are very mildly aware that something is shooting near their position, but the ATGM already moved, so it's cool. And at the end of the turn, this BTR, what's this BTR been doing? That BTR swings all the way around, you have eyes on it the whole time, and it looks like it's actually driving towards the woods here itself. One other little house cleaning thing I did here is just, I've been shuffling around units at the crossroads. Like, you got the A Company HQ, I just moved them off the road here to make room for the convoy. Same for this 3rd Company HQ. 3rd Company are the guys who came in as reinforcements, so you got some of them there, some of them there. I just moved the HQ off the road to make room for the convoy. I've been trying to prioritize the convoy in terms of traffic. So I stopped the convoy just short of this road to let the tanks pass. And yeah, let me know how far up you want me to move this convoy, because I guess unless you specifically specify, I'm probably just going to move them up until, like, this point, which they should be able to reach in, like, the next 2-minute turn. So just move them to the staging area, and then from there it's just one short dash to the exit. But yeah, you're really close. You're, like, definitely within striking distance now, and, like, not to overstress this point, but Jesus Christ, you have so much shit here. So yeah, definitely a very strong staging area. These guys loaded up this turn. So this guy is going to have to move over, and then it'll be extra weapons teams you'll have for that whole area. Probably going to stop talking now, end this turn, so I can upload it, maybe have it up today, probably tomorrow. You don't even know what it is, because you don't know when I'm recording, haha. But look at this shit. Just look at all this shit. Should be a really exciting next few turns. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to do. Anything you're not clear on, if, like, Generation Internet, where the fuck are my guys, why are they doing that thing, just hit me up, I'll post the saves, and I'll see everybody next time.